Hello everyone and welcome back to Jadeite Art. I'm Jade and today, as you can see, we are doing a Dumbo picture. However, the twist on Dumbo here is that he's wearing 1940s clothing. Now, if you've seen my video from last week, you'll notice that this is a sequence that I've been doing, and last week was Snow White in 1930s clothing. And if you're new, then you'll know, if you're new, sorry, I can't speak at the moment, then the reason why I'm doing these Disney characters in like 30s, 40s and so on clothing is because I've seen a lot of people do a lot of Disney characters, well, mostly princesses, in clothes that they would naturally be in the time that they are set, or in clothes from now. I wanted to do something a little bit different, so I decided to search the year that they came out, choose one movie from each decade, and basically research the clothing from that decade and put it on the character. With this video, I did have the sketching process all recorded and nicely done, but for some reason I tried to use different programs and it ruined the sketching process. So all I could do was from the transfer from my book to my quill card. So this, I've put a little bit of a spin on sorry, I cannot speak. I put a little bit of a spin on the design of Dumbo. In any picture that you find, you'll notice that he's got more oval eyes, whereas I've used rounder, cartoony eyes. The reason for that is just, it's my style. I don't really like oval eyes. I prefer like big, round eyes. They just look a lot cuter to me. Another thing is, any Dumbo picture, his trunk is more outwards and down, whereas I've drawn him with his trunk up. The reason for this is because I am a spiritual person and I believe that all elephants should have their trunk facing up, whether it's drawn or ceramics, whatever, because it brings good luck. And even though this is just a drawing, it can't really bring good luck because it's a drawing, but it's in my home and I feel like just paying respect to what I believe is a good way to keep my drawings true to myself. For the outlining, I did use a 0.3 fine liner, and the brand I used was the Derwent Graphic fine liner. I do have Staedtler, I don't actually know how you pronounce it, but I do have those ones. I just feel the Derwent are a lot smoother, and they come in a lot more different thicknesses as well. So I much prefer to use them than my Staedtler. But I do need to use my Staedtler because it would just be a waste of money if I didn't. So before I started the colouring process, I did actually take a photocopy of Dumbo, just because I got a new 72 pack of Copic Chow markers, and I really wanted a chance to try them out on just a photocopy. I did test them out on the paper that I have, and it works really well, just as well as expressive blending paper. It probably blends a bit better on on expressive blending paper, but I feel just for a start off, my paper blends it just fine. So yeah, that'll be next week's video because I'm not feeling well and work is getting absolutely hectic at the moment, so it'll be basically just a short video of me trying out my new Copic markers, which I'm really excited to do, and I hope you guys can join me for that. because as you all know, it's a very exciting thing. Well, for any artist, you know, it's a very exciting thing when you try out a new medium that you've seen so many other people be successful with, and yeah, I'm very pumped up to use my Copic markers. I almost cried when I picked them up from the post office. I was that excited. And I'm not embarrassed about it. Now, I did have a bit of trouble with the colouring of Dumbo, just because he has that little frill, red and yellow frill thing around his neck, but I didn't want to do his suit all red and yellow. I just thought that'd be way too much. So as you'll see, I actually do just his necktie yellow, his undershirt red, and also the little pocket next to his leg. I do that red as well. And then, even though back in that time a lot of suits were really grey, I didn't want to do grey just because he's an elephant, his skin is grey. So I actually went with the brown, and I thought that worked a lot better, just with the jacket. But then I thought it'd be too much brown if I used it on the pants as well. So I actually did a light grey as an undercoat, and then I tried to do purple over the top, but it just wasn't working and I couldn't get it to blend, and yeah, it doesn't look that nice. Oh, this is another part that I struggled with, the ears. His ears are a pinky flesh tone, but the only flesh tone I have is a yellow based flesh tone. So this was a bit difficult. I did like just the light flesh tone underneath, but I felt like to be true to the actual Dumbo, it did need to have that little bit of pink in there. So I did try to put some pink in there, as you'll see very shortly, but it just, I think it didn't work out. If you think it actually looks alright, please let me know in the comments below, or give me some constructive criticism on how you think I could have done it better. Also, if anyone has any tips for Copic markers, just the chow, then please post a comment down below, because I'd love to be able to just go full force in with any advice that anyone has and not stuff up Dumbo. I probably will photocopy him anyway, but yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about was my Redbubble online shop. So at the moment I've only got my Innocent Excitement picture on a couple products at the moment, and I am hoping to get some more up there. It's just, as I said, work has been absolutely hectic at the moment, so I haven't really had the time. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that this week, but it's a bit hard to do on my smartphone. I'd much prefer to do it on my computer, and since work is picking up, I don't have as much time to be at home anymore because I'm also doing study. But I will leave a link to my shop in the description below, along with all my social media and my Jadeite Art Facebook page, because that's got all of my pictures that I am selling prints of. And I do have a Patreon page, Patreon account. I'm not really active on that much at the moment, but if you'd like to be active on that, please let me know, and I can definitely upload a lot more things on there. And yeah, I think that's about it. If anyone has any suggestions for future videos, I'll most likely be doing a tutorial video the week after next, because next week will be my Copic Chow Dumbo. But the week after next, I will do a tutorial, and I'll most likely be starting with the eyes. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But yeah, so that's all I really wanted to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!